And that is a really good series win in Milwaukee against the best team in baseball. We welcome you here to Phillies Postgame Live, brought to you by Trea Auto Insurance, Amy Fiddle and Ben Davis. And listen, you got to take what you can get, but this was a pitching duel. You knew what you were going to get in Ranger. You thought you knew what you were going to get in Ranger. And Peralta was as advertised. We talked about how he was the pitcher of the month, but the Phillies came through with some very, very timely hitting. And it wasn't often or early, but it did happen. And right now, with this win, they take 2 of 3 from the Brewers. They now are 6 games clear of the Mets. Their magic number is 17. Magic number, of course, is a combination of Phillies wins and Mets losses at 17. And then, of course, they've got a 2.5 game lead over the Dodgers, which would give them the 2 seed right now, because that 2 seed is very important because you would get the bye into the NLDS. But this was a tremendous series win in Milwaukee against one of the best pitchers in baseball right now.
Yeah, Peralta now with 29 consecutive scoreless innings after the 5 scoreless that he had today. He's been outstanding. It was almost like Ranger knew that he had to step up his game, and boy, did he ever. He was just phenomenal today in the 6 innings that he pitched. He was awesome, able to pull a couple Houdini acts out there, but nevertheless got the job done. And it was a really good team win out there today, and they played good defense. They ran the bases well. They had some timely hitting, and obviously the situational hitting was awesome today, 2 outs. So it was fun to watch this series unfold. That Brewers team is a very good baseball club. They do a lot of things right, but Philly's able to get their 29th series victory of the season. You don't see a whole lot of guys be able to finish, get that high finish, especially on the pitch that's down, but he was able to do so. And I love everything this guy is doing. We talked about him at length in the pregame show, Amy, and watching him do what he does now, playing the solid, steady shortstop that he's playing, the bases he's stealing, the timely hitting. He's doing it all, and I think you're getting a glimpse of why he can beat you in so many different ways.
I mean, we saw his stats obviously early on, and then they showed him with runners in scoring position. It's over 363. I think it was 363. That was his 51st RBI with runners in scoring position. He has been their most consistent hitter. Is by far the best year that he's had in a Phillies uniform. We'll talk a little bit more about Trea, and we're also going to talk about Ranger and how they got that other run. But we got to talk about the starting pitcher, because you didn't know exactly what you were going to get. Ranger has been very strong. We mentioned how his last couple of starts, 1.45 ERA. You were hoping against Peralta that was going to be able to match him. And I think that he was up to the task, as he is the subject of our Eye on the Man, brought to you by PGW.
Match and added, subtract all day long. He was awesome.
Look at that, 1.09 ERA in his last 4 starts. His ERA now for the season is under 3. As a catcher, when you're calling this one and you see that he's got so many different things in his repertoire, harder or easier?
Oh, without a doubt, easier.
Right? You call anything you want.
You're exactly right. And you have a game plan, obviously, going into a game against maybe certain hitters and what they're looking for. How do you think you can get them out, especially with 2 strikes, how you can punch tickets. And I think you're going in that, then you get in that game plan, well, shoot, he's got everything. I can actually add to that game plan and to mix and match even more. And if he's able to get his breaking ball when he's behind in counts, in for strikes, it makes your job so much easier as a catcher, because, again, you just can't sit on anything. You know the hitter's not sitting on anything. So he was just phenomenal today, and he needed to step it up today, and that's exactly what the Phillies got out of him. And I tip my cap to him, because he was awesome. Just awesome.
It was a lot of fun to watch this one, and I was glad that they got some timely hits, because as much fun as we love seeing a pitcher's duel, you want to see at least 1 or 2 runs, and that's exactly what the Phillies got. Let's check in with Rob Thomson in the visiting manager's office.
What did you see from Ranger today?
He was fantastic. Strikes, command, kept him off balance. Curveball was really good. Worked out of that 6th inning. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Got the ground ball and the fly ball, and then another ground ball. I thought he was outstanding, really did. And the bullpen was great too. All 3 of those guys threw the ball great. I thought our offense on their starter was really good. We got his pitch count up. We had 84 pitches after 4, which is really good, even though we didn't have anything to show for it. Really good defense. The Harper play was huge, cutting down the runner at 3rd base on the bunt, and the Bader catch in center field in the last inning was huge. So all around a great team win.
How impressive is that play by Harper to field spinning at the lead runner at 3rd, especially given that he's not really a natural first baseman?
Yeah, I mean, but he's an athlete, you know, and he's a baseball rat, and he watches, and he practices, so it was a nice play.
And then another really big day from Bader in the field. He had that. He had the throw home. That
Yeah.
He didn't run. Just what has he added defensively for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he can go get it in the outfield. He's a plus defender and brings a lot of energy. The chest bump was huge, I thought, after the catch. Yeah, he brings a lot of energy.
It was kind of the same thing last start with Ranger limiting traffic.
Yeah.
What do you think makes him so effective at that?
I don't think his heartbeat goes up. He just calms down and just keeps pitching. And that's what you got to do. You just got to relax.
Their guy was his 5th straight scoreless start.
Yeah.
Y'all faced him before. What is it about him right now that's just working? So
He really keeps you off balance. He's got the good curveball and the changeup is really effective, so he can get righties and lefties out. And, he attacks you, and you got to be very patient because he's right on the edges a lot. So I thought we did a good job at that.
The Bader catch in the 9th, what was your view from the dugout when it left the bat? Did you think it had a shot to get out?
I thought so, but it didn't get out, so I was happy about that.
Well, let's hear from the author of that RBI right there in the 9th inning, Bryson Stott now.
Bryson, overall to come in and get 2 out of 3 in this series. How big is that?
Yeah, it was huge. They're a really good team, and they do all the small things really well, and they're not going to beat themselves. So those ones were grinds, and it's good to get the series win for sure.
What did you make of the Bader catch in the 9th?
He's incredible. As long as it's not like way gone, I think he has a chance at it. So, and then I was laughing at his mid-inning chest bump. That was pretty fun.
With Peralta, you get him to like 84 pitches in 5 innings or whatever it was. Was that a concentrated effort on you guys, do you think?
Felt like it. Those guys that are really good kind of want to make them work and throw a lot of pitches and get them out of the game, and we did a pretty good job at that.
this is a team you conceivably could end up seeing in October. Given that, how big was it to kind of get a series win the last time you seen them?
Yeah, like I said, they do everything well, and the hit and runs, and they run the bases and take extra 90s all over the place, and just got to calm it down and just take our approaches like we did today, and get on their pitchers and make them work. And our pitchers are really good too. So.
This is a team that at times the last couple of years been talking about the defense and stuff. Talking about Bader, Bryce has played a bunch today. What do you think overall as a team you guys are defensively?
Other than my idiotic play the other day, good. I think it's. I don't want to say more bought in, but spring training is long, and it's a grind, and we're on that half field all day. So just being able to kind of take stuff that we did months ago and keep doing it over and over and over is it's been big, and the defense has been playing well.
Check in with Trey now in the clubhouse.
What was your view of that Bader catch in the ninth inning?
Yeah, it was great. I thought he had a chance at it, but the ball kind of carries here, so he was tracking the whole way. Once I saw him jump, I felt like he had a good chance catching it.
Offense, obviously, you guys had a lot of chances that really didn't come through, but what's the confidence level that eventually you're going to break
Yeah,
through right now?
I think that's kind of our attitude, is just keep pushing, keep competing. Good things will happen. I felt like the bats were pretty good. Even though we were striking out, we were making them work, and our pitching staff did a great job today. Ranger was really good, and then bullpen was great. And give them that lead and hold on to it was big, because you got to win games like that. You can't always just win 8-0 or kind of slug it out. Sometimes you got to play small ball and come up big.
Just how important is it coming in here, getting this series win, especially as you guys push for the bye and potentially top seeding?
Yeah, that, and they kind of killed us earlier this year at our place. So we know we're a good team, and you want to stack up against us. We think they're a really good team. All the things that Stott said are true. Just good quality baseball team, and they don't beat themselves. So you gotta show up each and every day, and good series for us.
And get to the bullpen. Though their bullpen has been quite good this year. There's a reason they're the best team in baseball record-wise. But the Phillies got the better of them, and Ranger Suárez matched Peralta effort for effort as far as not giving up a single run. His ERA in his last 4 starts for Ranger, 1.09. Let's check in now with Ranger Suárez in the clubhouse, joined by Diego Daniello and for his interpreter.
Ranger against a team like that, top seed in the NL, how good does it feel to go out and throw 6 scoreless innings?
¿Qué se siente tirar ese inning en blanco un equipo como ese, el mejor récord de la Liga Nacional?
Sí, sí, todos sabemos el gran equipo que ellos tienen. Hoy me enfoqué en ser yo en el montículo y lanzar todos mis lanzamientos, todos mis picheos en el conteo que yo quería.
Yeah, we all know how great of a team they are. Today I just focused on being myself in mound and just throw in the pitches that I wanted into counts that I wanted to.
What allowed you to keep your poise there in the 6th inning when they got 2 guys on and you ended up getting out of it?
¿Qué te ayudó a mantener la calma en ese sexto inning, no dejarte más hondo, sin out y lograste salir de eso?
Sí, es eso, mantuve mi calma, como naturalmente soy. Yo creo que me ayudó bastante a salir de ese inning y localizar los picheos. La curva me funcionó bastante hoy. Como vieron en el último inning la tiré bastante y pude salir de ese inning.
I mean, it's just that you mentioned right there, right? Just staying calm. That's, I think, just being myself, how I am naturally, just calm. I think that helped me, and also like locating my pitches to the curveball helped me a lot. You saw that I threw it a lot in that last inning, and is locating my pitches today helped me a lot too.
All right, let's check out our stargazing brought to you by Deborah Heart and Lung Center, and we were looking at Trea Turner, one of the more consistent hitters certainly for the Phillies this year. He came through with the RBI single. He was 1 for 5, ended up being the game winner. They did add on 1 more, but another good night for Trea Turner as we heard from him earlier. Let's check out the road ahead. It is at the Marlins in Miami, of course, starting tomorrow. Not sure who the Marlins are going with, but it doesn't matter to me because they got Christopher Sanchez going for the Phillies.
Sanchez. He should be ready and up to do battle tomorrow, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you've now taken you've taken 2 straight series wins since that Mets debacle. You want to keep it rolling, especially against teams that are well below you in the standings.
Yeah, but the Marlins are playing good baseball right now. They got a couple guys on the team that are playing extremely well, and their pitching staff is actually holding their own. So the Phillies, they're not going to take anything for granted. I'll give them that. Especially with a certain team looming at the start of next week. Get through the weekend first, get another series, and then welcome those Metropolitans to town. All right, thanks so much for joining us here on Phillies Postgame Live, brought to you by Cure Auto Insurance.